In the beginning of using Eureka Math, I thought it was a lot of different components to the curriculum. I thought it was going to be stressful, especially for first graders, and we're using 3 different books at one time, our Succeed, our Learn, and our Practice. But going through the program, I have a different feeling about it. My kids have learned so much. The different components work together. So it actually gives the kids an opportunity to go back and review some of the topics that we've already learned, especially with their application problems. So the program so far has been a success for first grade.
Because of the vignette that we had to follow, but when we found one of those slideshows on, which one was it? It was for Eureka, but somebody had already put together the slideshow, so I was able to follow along with that a little bit easier than reading a vignette every day. And to give it to the kids, they were able to accomplish the problems, do the problems with ease. And what I really liked about it versus Envision started out with word problems, and many kids in first grade can't read in the beginning. But with Eureka Math, it started out with number bonds and drawings and learning the fluency patterns from 1 to 10 real quickly, and the fluency practice. So the kids really, really enjoyed doing it, and I enjoyed showing them. But as the time went on, I didn't really have any more struggles with it. The kids enjoyed the program. I enjoyed the program. And towards the end, I really see how they really improved with their fluency practice from 1 to 20 for first grade. They're right on task, and they really enjoy doing that, and they enjoy doing the drawings to show their understanding of the math concepts within Eureka Math.
So my initial feelings about Eureka Math was I was a little hesitant because I had been doing Envision for a few years, and I thought that I had really had that down pat. I thought that I knew all the pieces and everything was flowing the correct way. So I was a little hesitant also with like the lack of graphics, because I'm a visual learner. So I thought that my students would learn better that way, and they had been learning better that way in the past. Where am I now? I'm a lot more comfortable with Eureka Math now. I think that when I became more comfortable, my students became more comfortable, and now we're working as we should have been maybe 2 marking periods ago. And my growing pains, trusting the process. So looking at some of the fluency activities and saying, oh, they don't need to do that, they don't need to do that in the beginning. But then as I got more into it and just told myself, just do every single piece, now I can see how it is helping my students to be more successful in the long run and not just short term.
Okay. Initially, when we started with the Eureka curriculum, it was a bit intimidating because it was new. But as I started teaching the curriculum, I realized that the concepts, the skills, they build on each other, and it became a little bit more easy for me. What I noticed about it is that you have to use the curriculum with fidelity. You have to make sure that you teach each topic, because each topic builds upon itself. And overall, I like the curriculum.
So when I first found out that we were moving to Eureka's curriculum, I was a bit hesitant. It was definitely different. I didn't necessarily have the summer to really read through it and prepare the way I wanted. And it was, I felt very dense, the manual, in terms of the teacher's expectations for implementing. But as I began to read, and I really relied on the Great Minds, a video resource that really allowed me to see what direction the approach, the philosophy that the program was taking. So it really helped me to get on board and understand the direction that the program was really going with, building some foundational skills, making sure that fluency was in place, and really being very strategic about which skills were necessary to be taught first and what sequence. Pacing in the beginning was a big issue for me, but as I began to practice and use it more and more each day, I feel that I'm in a comfortable place. with the pacing, and I really have seen some good results. I think that is a phenomenal program for early math skills and making sure that students have a firm foundation in their mathematical reasoning and thinking, and also in fluency. A very strong fluency component is important, especially in the early grades. So I really like what I've noticed from my students and how they've developed as math thinkers and problem solvers.